Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for gold. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on higher time frame, before getting into the counts, let's take a look at the overall structures here of gold. We have been in this range for quite some time, since August 2020, so 2 years of sideways consolidation. In this one we have our range value area low, did not act as support. We did back test it on lower time frames, as you see here. We went through it, back tested it, and now pivoting down again. So that is our resistance above us. Below us we have this order block from June 2020 that we have tested as a support for 3, and this would be current 4 times. We'll see if it has anything left in it, any orders. As we have seen previously, we have seen massive gains from here, from this area. We'll see if that holds true. According to my lower time frame counts here, that is not going to be the case. At least the extensions and the targets I have are lower than this one. But let's take a look at the overall structures here. Overall, again, we were looking at the possibility of this being a possible wave 3, wave 4, and then higher. Now, overall, again, previous wave 4, according to my count here, is here, in which is marked by this large box here. I have the invalidation level here, which is only regarding this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 count, so expanding diagonal. At the moment I don't see this possible at all, as I don't see this being a 3-way move at all. This looks more like a 5-way move, but again, if we are overlooking the structures and we're just looking at this higher time frame things, then we could be still playing this, I guess. I'm not going to be longing anything here, as we are within a downtrend with no significant bottoms in sight according to my counts. So that's why I'm not really looking forward to longing anything here. But yeah, that is still one of the scenarios. Again, more of the scenarios is this one, in which we have A, B, and C coming down, or W, X, and Y. Does not really matter which one of these is the right one. Different expectations for the last leg for sure, but again, we'll look into the structures in here to see what we are expecting in just a moment. If we are looking at the WXY, we could be looking at it as such: A, B, and C, then 3 will move into an X. Now here lies the problem. 38.2 is not tagged, which makes this very much less likely of a count. Within 3-way moves, generally the connector wave should tag the 38.2 as a general rule. If it does not, then it is less likely to be the count. So as we have other explanations for this whole structure here, I would be preferring those over this one for that reason. One of the counts is saying this one, that we have a 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and then looking for 5th. In this one, the 3rd did not get to the 1.618 or anywhere close, and instead we are just barely up with the 1-to-1 extension. Therefore, we have another thought in this one, which would say that this is indeed just 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we would start again unfolding downwards. This is definitely a pretty good look. However, I have to say that again, if we have the 1, 2, 1, 2, this structure here is larger than the first one, which would mean that a smaller degree wave structure is larger than the previous one, or a larger wave structure. So that doesn't make sense overall, but again, there can be some extensions here, which is why it looks larger than the higher time frame structure. Okay, now as we did not again have the extension here on the 3rd, we could be expecting that here on the 5th. Minimum target overall, if we are just looking at the yellow structures, is this one, 0.618, around 1700, and $1. Again, we are right around that area. So overall, if we are just looking at it like this, we could be saying, okay, we have hit the first target, we could be looking for long setups. The second one, 1-to-1, would be all the way down here at 1592. But again, we'll see how long it takes and where does it take us. On even higher time frame of this WXY or ABC, 1-to-1 extension is around $1,671. Again, that would be taking out the lows that we've had in place in the 2021. And again, there was definitely going to be some liquidity, stop losses down below these lows, most likely below this low as well. And so we could be doing something like this as a wick and then heading higher. So let's jump into this smaller time frame and see what I have conjured here. Again, this is the wave 4, wave 3, wave 4, some kind of three-way structure in here, some kind of WXY for sure. Does not look pretty, but sometimes they are what they are. In here, I had to think quite a few times and go through all the other structures multiple times and see how should I present this. There are multiple ways to say this, and there is way more bearish views out there as well that I can see here. But again, this is more balanced view in that sense. So overall, what we have is a 1-2 here. That is pretty good looking overall as is. We have that divergence between these lows, so that makes sense. The second structure starts from this end of wave 2, again expanding diagonal into wave 1. Then we could have this as a wave 2 already, but again this does not look impulsive, so we instead have this as a zigzag into wave 2, and then we would have this weird looking structure as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now I wanted to continue this wave 2 down here, but if we are looking at the retracement levels of this high here, we don't even get to the 38.2. So that's why I'm not thinking that we have this as a 1 and then this whole structure here would be a wave 2. That is the whole reason. However, if we are placing this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can have this as a 3-way move. Again, if we want to be more bearish, we could have this as the wave 2 up here, like so, and we can measure up a contracting diagonal into here. It is possible to see this as a 3-way structure as well. There's no problem with it, but I just wanted to mention that there is again more bearish view in here. In here, it is also possible to say that we have a 1, 2 here. But again, this is less bearish of a view. If we are going to be missing more legs on the end here, then we are going to be adding these up here as well. But yeah, these structures are just looking bad overall. There's not much we can do about them, and we just have to accept that they are really ugly. This being wave 1 is the largest issue that I have here. Can't really have this as a 1, 2. Well, we have to have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but again, this structure here does not really look that it has some kind of 3, 4 in here of a larger degree. But yeah, that is definitely an issue. Of course, we could be playing or saying that wave 2 is here, and I think, did I measure that? Let me see. So let's measure that here and see we do not get to the 1.618. So it is possible that this wave 2 here is in here. So I'm not sure how or which one should I be playing at or playing with. Of course, the targets down here are going to be a bit different if if we are indeed changing up this into here. Does not really matter overall. I'll just keep it as such now, but for reference there is a possibility indeed that wave 2 is here. Now after that, again, wave 1, 2. So what we've created here is a nesting pattern of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In any case, whether wave 2 is here or here. And again, as mentioned, there are other possibilities of having this as a 1, 2 as an extra, if needed. So yeah, that brings us to the third of this sub-micro count, in which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first good looking five-way structure since this wave 1 here is the first one. I can't really get any other explanation here as of yet, saying that we could have some kind of wave 3 down here already of this higher degree, but again, we don't really need to. If we are having extensions here, that is completely fine. 1, 2, 3. We're getting almost to the 1 or the 2.236. Did I have it wrong? There we go. Where did I measure this up from? Oh, I actually had measured it up from here, so I had it there at some point. Oh well. In any case, third is here, whether it is measured from here or here. That is my view. That 5-way structure is looking pretty good. We do have that divergence here in price and in RSI. Then 3-way structure here into the wave 4. Then we have again very interesting looking areas in which the only structure I could get here is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. If we are going to smaller time frames, we can see that this 3 indeed was before this wave 4, and wave 4 had to be placed up here and wave 2 up here, just because wave 2 was here slightly higher than this wave 2 here. If you can see my cursor, we have a gap here with the line and the wave 2. So that is basically the only place I can place this expanding diagonal structure. Yeah, horrible looking, 100%, but I can't get anything else here. That is the way I have to be placing it here. So that would get us a 5-way structure in here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into the 5th of sub-micro, completing this mess of a count. So overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks pretty okay as an impulse move. Since then, again, we were looking for the third of micro, in which we had this as a 1, 2 or 1, 2, then this would be hole 3. Wave 3 again would be right around here. Massive extension to the almost to the 2 or 4.236. Again, massive extension. If it is going beyond these 4.618, then the count is most likely wrong. It is just plain wrong. Now what I don't like about this is how fast this wave 4 was. Again, comparing to wave 2, it has taken all the time it needs. Sure, then we can have a very fast wave 4, but again, is this fast? Is this too fast? I'm not sure. It is pretty wild here. If we are looking at the retracement for the wave 4, let me just do like this here. Wave 4. We can see that we got beyond the 2.36 and did not reach the 38.2. That is fine, as we had the extension here on the third. So we're not expecting us to get at least, well, not beyond the 0.5. That would be very weird. But previous wave 4 area we did definitely get into. Since then, again, another structure has happened. This as a 1, 2, 3. We are getting to the 1.618, which is why I think this is a third. We have the lowest low here on RSI. Then we are looking for the wave 4. Now, overall again, we can be looking at pivots, and we are already looking at the retracement here for the wave 4 is 0.5 here. But if we are having the wave 4 already placed here, we have to be saying that this is indeed 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Is this an end of wave 5, or could it be just a 1, 2, and then this weird looking structure would be another 1, 2? I'm not quite sure as of yet. I'm not going to be taking trades in this wave 4 mess at all, so I don't really care how it turns out to be. But having this as the wave 5th just doesn't make too much sense to me, as we did not have an extension here on the 3rd. We would be most likely looking at it in the 5th. So these would be the targets basically right here. Let me take the 5th here, at least 1686. Okay, that would only bring us to the wave 5 here of micro, and then we would be looking at minuet. I have it somewhere. Minuet 3rd. Oh, it is right there. Yeah, no, I have this wrong. This should be sub micro or sub minuet. Oh well, I'll fix that later. But the main idea is that we have a 3rd completing down here, then looking for 4th, 5th, and that would be only the 3rd, 4th and 5th, and this would end the 5th of minor, wherever that is. I can't see it on the chart at the moment, but again, there's many lows to be made still. 05 is here. But yeah, definitely going to be an extended wave 5 if we are labeling it as such. This is my preferred way at the moment. If you have other counts you have for gold, I would be very interested to see them in the Discord. I'm not seeing many these low time frame counts at all for gold, so all of them are more than welcome to give ideas and see if there is some kind of difference between them. But again, that is pretty much everything I wanted to share today on gold. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.